Okay, so we are live. We can have some ice breaking. I would like to introduce myself firstly. Since you might know me, since we had some sort of chat before this, uh, session. I am Mariam Salman from Institute of Emerging Careers, and I work with placement team and currently project lead for this conference as well. For now, I'm hosting and moderating you for this session as well. And this is officially day 6 of Digital Architect Conference, and this is the second last session of the day. We have our speaker, Mr. Mohammed Jawad, over here. He will be talking about some solid insights regarding marketing, and I think he could help us to get famous, some social media stuff as well. I think we have some great insights to take away from this session. I would appreciate everybody to be highly engaged and give some sort of good time with the speaker as well. So the floor is open. You can continue, Mr. Mohammed Jawad.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, welcome on board on this online webinar from IEC, and I'm really thankful to giving me this chance to elaborate my side of experience as well and my side of sightseeing as well. So basically, we all know marketing. Uh, so today topic, our topic is the human side of marketing. Why the human side? So I'll be gonna giving a glimpse. Basically, human side is because that we are going with the marketing from the past long years. Okay, so we are into digital automation. Now we are into AI. Now we are into SEO. Now we are into dashboards, ads, and we are not remain human basically. So now in today's seminar, in today's webinar, actually, we will be discussing about the storytelling and the empathy and the communication that remains critical aspect in the marketing side despite the digital dominance. So this will be our topic for today. And first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mohammed Jawad, and I am into this marketing and brand strategist side for the past 7 years, and I've started career as a traditional marketing executive. And right after doing that thing, I've been into some digital kind of thing, worked for national clients and for international clients as well. And now, actually, I work with some renowned brands as well as a brand strategist, and I'll be also giving some consultancies as well. And currently, I am enrolled with international, it's a multinational company basically, and I'm enrolled there as a brand manager, and I'm looking after the things nationwide. So, as we continue to our slide, after this topic, so our agenda for today will be that you will be learning about the human-centric marketing and the storytelling and the empathy and the communication. And the main thing which I'll be love to share is that I'll be sharing the framework as well. So I'm considering that this webinar is being arranged by the people who are into marketing, the brand managers, the marketeers, and the people and the students who want to get into marketing. So I'll be very practical, very strategic, and very inspiring. So make sure that I'll be sharing the frameworks as well. I'll be sharing the case studies as well, and you guys are taking that framework into your experiences and putting them out to get the potential output. So first of all, I'll start with the agenda. So why human-centric marketing? Why it's important? It's important because it's emotional branding is very much important, and I think ye thoda sa we get escaped out from the emotional branding. Like we are getting into digital age and we are having so many digital things, so we have escaped out. So why human? So we'll be discussing this thing as well. So we'll be discussing about the storytelling techniques. That's the narratives that resonates across channels, how the brands are sharing their storytellings, how brands are actually branding their storytellings, branding their products through storytelling. We'll be sharing that thing as well. Other than this, so we'll be discussing about empathy, like what is empathy actually, and how customers resonate to that empathy, and what is the advantage behind using that empathy. So I'll be discussing about the effective communication, the clarity, and the tone and channel fits as well. I'll be sharing some case studies as well, and at last we'll be having an interactive Q&A. So the shift in marketing, digital noise versus human connection. So if we talk about the digital noise, so it's in basically a digital saturation. Like likewise, if we say on our social media handles, so we are seeing 6,000 to 10,000 ads a day. So this is huge. All right. So volume alone no longer guarantees attention. So this is the point which I want to uh, give you in this slide, that the noise is increasing, but the human connection is decreasing. Like people are getting information. The information is overloaded, but the informational and the emotional is getting scarce. So in previous times, it was a scarcity of information, but now we have information, but the emotional connection and the relationship between the people and the brand is missing. So if I talk about that, the consumer is not consumer basically seeks relatability, consumer seeks emotional connection, consumer seeks authenticity. Like we can say, like on TikTok, the most of the people got famous, although whatever they were making. The main point is that because they are putting out their potential to produce the actual content, and it is like from there of their heart. So basically, that's why they get that much famous. Why people are using TikTok, getting connection, getting interconnected with the audience directly. So it's all about the human connection. If we discuss further, like why human-centric marketing matters. So basically, as we know, that 95% of purchase decisions occurs subconsciously. Like there is impulsive buying, there is uh, 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 social media trend buying. There's so many things are there who people purchase subconsciously. So we are missing with the trust as well. And if I talk about consumers are emotionally driven before they are logically driven. So if here we need to see that how they are emotionally driven. Like I'll be sharing the ads as well. I'll be sharing the insights as well. So people basically don't buy best products. This is my point. Is my point is the people buy brands that connect with emotionally. Like in my further slides, I'll be sharing the name as well of the brands who are connecting with the brands, with the people emotionally, and people are getting into the products as well. Like you can say, we can discuss about Apple. Apple, Apple Incorporation. They give creativity, they give status, they give sophistication. So these are the points to buy Apple. And people are like getting purchased Apple is because of that societal thing as well, that they want to show these things. So basically, the stories that convert a narrative-driven marketing that turns customer into loyalty, basically that advocates. So that's why these human-centric marketing is matters. Like you can use your digital ads to towards there. You can get into SEO. You can get into so many things. Like you can use AI, you can use CRMs as well. But if you are not with the human centric marketing, so you will not be targeting human. You will not be getting involved with the humans as well. So that are pointers, and emotional trust and meaning converts customer into loyal advocates. So why storytelling matters? So basically, stories drive campaigns that create higher engagement, higher recall, better emotion. Now I want to give you the idea why these empathies and why storytelling so matters a lot. Basically, the stories put audiences in another shoe and drive emotional connection. The customer can feel themselves that they are in that ad. They resonate with the ad. They recall. They get trustability. They get basically logical thing behind these storytelling. So human have relied on the stories for communication for over 2,000 years. There were stories. The stories are there as the human society begins, so the stories are there. And people are tend to listen to stories. People are tend to get into the storytelling as well. So, it's just strengthen the brand differentiation and the value. So if I talk about, as I say, that higher engagements, higher recall, better emotional connections. So as I recall that we can discuss here as a Nike. So you can say Nike shoe shows that struggle, that connection. That we are together. They are not basically particularly targeting and showing the shoe in their ads. Like if you see Nike's ad, so for the first 10 to 15 seconds, they show the struggle. They show that bulky man running in the shoes, struggling alone, and getting into the getting into the thing. So they basically trust mixed trust, and they don't show the shoe in the first. We can say we can use the name of Airbnb. We can use the name of Coke. Coke, share a Coke campaign. Yes, so it was a very huge and very famous campaign throughout the nation. So basically, Coke knows that if they're going to connect with their audience emotionally, so that can makes an impact. There is an audience side people I tend to be with. So basically, it's get into the society. If we say that Coke is there and the Pepsi is there, Pepsi targets a different audience. Pepsi has a different community, and Coke has its different community and targets the different audience as well. So that's how the brands take their positioning align, take their brand target audience align, and the buyers purchase, and they drive the buyer purchase decision as well. So, neuroscience of storytelling. So, if I talk about the neuroscience, that when you tell the story, so it activates the sensory cortex of our ear and triggers the dopamine release. Dopamine is basically in our brain cells, and they're released once the dopamine enhances. And the dopamine, once the dopamine releases, so it enhances memory retention and create positive emotional responses. So basically, the neurochemical response increase brand memorability and trustworthiness. So that's how this neuroeconomics of storytelling works with links to empathy in storytelling and reward brain regions. That's how this is the scientific and medical background to get into the storytelling because that's how the human system is connected into it. So people use it for core strategies to emotionally resonate brands. So I'll be sharing about the key storytelling frameworks as well. We are very short on time and I have so many things to discuss. So I will just discuss the framework and we will move forward. So there I'm sharing three types of framework. One is hero framework. So hero journey is basically this word that goes into position customers as a protagonist used by Apple and like Nike basically. So they put customer as a hero and they goes into challenges, fights, and trustworthiness. They show the challenge the customer is having, so they can assume to fight with it and create the trust. That's how. When we see the Nike's ad, so we see that this is weak in their shoes. So that's how they use this framework. So they put their customer as their hero. So it's all about, and another framework is ABT. So ABT is about clear conflict resolution arc for messaging. So it's basically A stands for and basically sets the stage, and but stands for introduce tension and therefore resolution. So that's how this second framework works. And the third framework is picture formula. So it's basically relate, escalate, resolve for emotional payoff. We have using these words in our storytelling as well, and we when we write something, and when you're starting with the essay or starting with an application, so we use these kind of words that once upon a time and until finally, until one day, every day. So that's how people connect their narratives to previous and to past stories. Like until one day, people are saying that ek din zarur. So that's how the stories begin, and these are the frameworks which are being used in the storytellings of advertisement as well, in the ATL campaigns as well, and if we say the DVCs which are getting into the market from the brands as they are basically doing these kinds of things. So empathy, what is empathy? So if I discuss about empathy, so empathy is basically the sense of getting understand and ability to understand and feel what the customers feel basically. It's basically about understanding the feelings, the map, emotions, customer touch points to anticipate their needs and build relevance accordingly. Like we can see the Kareem and Yango, like Kareem initiated basically, and the Yango and Indief copied their idea. So Kareem comes in as a ride-hailing service, and we have seen their branding as well. We have seen their marketing as well. They use big billboards, and they use that kind of language, that kind of words which are very familiar to the audience of Karachi when they introduce their ride-hailing service in Karachi. So basically, the Moses also doing these kind of things. So it's like understanding the feel and what the customer needs. So basically, in this way, in the empathy marketing, I would just not really want to contribute. And if I precise this thing, so it's basically like marketing to people changes to marketing for people. We were doing marketing to people, but now we will be doing marketing for people. So that's how the things have changes in the current era. So if we move to our next slide, so we have the three types of empathies in marketing. So one is cognitive empathy, and the other one is emotional and compassionate. If I talk about cognitive empathy, so it means that you understand the customer and you understand their needs and you recognize their motivation and pain points to tailor your message accordingly. Like we have seen multiple brands are doing these kind of things. Like article, if we talk about in the nowadays, so the e-commerce brands are doing this. They are using the IDA model, they are using the awareness model, and they are just finding out the pain points, and they push their pain points, gives the solution, and gives the clear call to action to purchase or whatever. So that's how the people are making ads nowadays. If we talk about the big brands, the FMCG brands, so they are using emotional empathy. Here I need to discuss national foods, like how we have seen the Karachi Khas campaign when they introduce their products into Karachi. So they pushed the Karachi Khas campaign, and they were totally the emotional campaign that you can see the DVC. They have taken out all sects of people together into one uh, table. So it's basically like that, and the compassionate empathy is basically like X to help. Most of the brand are using these as well. So if we talk about building emotional equity, so it's about relatability, consistency, trustworthiness. We can use Coca-Cola here as well. We can use Nike to maintain the deep emotional bonds among the audience. So the outcome is basically that long-term investment goes directly into customer loyalty and premium position. When if you want to be the brand, so you need to see these things that you are into long-term emotional investments. So principles of effective communication. So the effective communication is basically very clear to you guys that you can have clarity, you can go with brevity, authenticity, that their voice should be very genuine and builds credibility and engagement as well. So other than this, quicker connection, stronger brand credibility, and you need to avoid the cleverness that sacrifices clarity. So you need to be very open to the social media, your digital media audience, or your target audience as well. So, human-centric digital experiences. So basically, human focus prioritize user needs and emotional impact over interface details. And personalization here is more important, where we tailor the journeys for individual context to increase affinity. Like the customer service departments work in so many companies, and they are using the AI CRMs for their customer service. But the brands who are into the customer service and they know the human centered experiences. They when who knows the human centric marketing, so they hire people for the call center, and they connect their customers directly to human, so they can understand their main problems and solve them accordingly. So it's a frictionless, low, seamless interactions that reduce efforts and enhance satisfaction. That's what I've discussed. And outcomes. So the outcome is stronger brand affinity, higher retention, increased advocacy. Like here, you need to just wind up on the customer service department. That if you can see that most of the brand have set up customer service on the AI CRMs, but the brands which knows, like if you today in today's world, if you call if you want to, you can call to Nike as well. You can there will be a human who will be communicating with you for your problems. So, why Nike's emotional storytelling works? So, Nike basically puts product as identity, not just footwear. So they use their products as identity. They are into so many things. They don't only push footwears. They are into jerseys as well. They are into so many things. They make caps. They make so many. So, centers of athlete struggle to evoke empathy. So that's how they made their ads as well. So uses emotional storytelling to link products to human potential, results deeper motivation and a stronger brand resonance, align brand with customer aspiration and resilience, empower with simple, memorable message like find your greatness. Like if I say that how Nike sales and how Nike gets the achievement, so basically they are making customer the hero, and they are doing this from the past long years. And if we say the Apple, so Apple is basically comprising their message, comprising their idea, their mission, vision statement into two keywords. That is think different. So think different creates an impact. And here Netflix is there, where Netflix is just showing you that feels personal. Airbnb uses that tagline that belongs everywhere, and they directly sell, and they sell to the self-esteems basically. So that's how the brands are into the So I want to share another case study that is Dove Real Beauty. So Dove basically led an empathy-based campaign that shifted their brand purpose into cultural impact. So basically, build addresses women. Empathy is basically for women who insecurities, who has insecurities directly. So what they done? They have choose multiple colors of faces in their ads. They have uses the African faces as well. They have Western faces as well. So they have compiled everything in their DVC, and they push this as a Dove Real Beauty. The Dove is for everyone, and the empathy is that every face can use Dove. So basically, that creates the personalized experiences as well to the human being, and they get very trust conversions as well. The people trust faces, logos anymore. So that's how these things work. So let's move to Airbnb's community storytelling, which I recently discussed that Airbnb is saying that we belong to anywhere, like we are anywhere. So that's their tagline. They use human connections over product features, belonging as emotional positioning, aligning stays with exception, feeling at home. They make people actually feel at home. They are at home. Community-centered messaging campaign highlight real users and shared experiences. They put out the shared experiences videos. Basically, we can say the user-generated videos, the user-generated content. So they are also into user-generated storytelling as well. So the outcome is basically their emotional alignment and then customer loyalty and advocacy. So if we talk about the local Pakistani brand, so here I want to discuss Kareem. Like if we discuss about Khadi, so like you can see how Khadi is using their cultural touch points and cultural storytelling to reflect local rituals, festivals, and daily life into their products. How they are positioning their brand into culture. Like if I am Pakistani and if I am Eastern, I should have bought Khadi. So that's how they are getting into culture. They are getting their products into culture by using the cultural storytelling. And if we talk about Ruafza, so Ruafza, Ruafza is there like Ramzan. When Ramzan comes, so everything gets with the Ruafza, and Ruafza have basically captured the market in Ramzan. This is the need of every household. So that's how the brands basically target the culture thing and the traditions thing to make their authenticity among other brands. So basically, the idea is to get nostalgia, emotions, and the culture thing. So if we talk about AI versus human creativity in marketing, so AI is having some strengths. Basically, AI skills the media generation across channel. AI automates or repetitive workflows. It gives you rapid data-driven personalization. It gives you consistent multi-channel execution. But human strengths. Human strengths is like having emotional meaning and authentic storytelling, empathy, and contextual understanding. The non-brand voices and ethics builds long-term emotional connections as well. So these are the things which comes in their strength. And if you ask me like how things work, so I can basically say that AI can write a script, but human can feel it. So when we give a script to when we ask something from ChatGPT, so we need to ask them about the tone as well. We need to command them about the tone as well, that we need this reply in slow tone, in formal tone, in professional tone. We need to give them the tone idea as well. But here human can feel the tone of the content is coming out. So basically, AI can write a script, but human can feel it. So this is the core idea for this slide. So digital first human touch. So the voice notes creates quick, personal audio to convey tone and empathy. Personalized content, tailored messages where if you're having your name in the emails, your name in the messages. The brands are doing this. You receive a message of some brand, and then your name is written over there. So you feel very personalized. Brands directly communicating to you. So creators led communication, like influencer marketing is it's on the top now. That create the authentic, relatable voices, driving engagement, traffic towards the platform. towards the brand. So that's how people basically trust faces and not logos. So when the face is there now, they get trustability, they get a consistency, they get personalization. So that's why the video messages are being done with the brands, and the DVCs are using famous faces as well to create advocacy among their ads. So that increases the conversions as well. So if you talk about brand R stripes, so R stripes basically simplifies the brand identity, giving consistent personalities. So if I talk about the hero, so I'll be going Nike over there, that they are bold, they're courageous voice that inspire action and achievements. We can give a Red Bull here as well. You know, Red Bull in the Red Bull ads, Red Bull showing actions, thrill, achievements, and at the end of the ad, they are showing the Red Bull's thing. So that's how the hero type R types work. And for the sage, I'll be going directly with Google. That Google is wise, Google analytical authorities that guides with insight and credibility. Like we trust Google, and we trust that Google is very much credible, giving us the right information, and Google is wise. This is not biased. Bias input is not coming out of Google. Whatever we ask, that Google gives you the wise. So we'll be putting Google in the stage. And for caregiver, I'll be going with Dove, obviously. So the nurturing, trustworthy presences that practice empathy and support. For the Explorer, I'll be going with Red Bull, obviously. Like, get adventurous, thread, the curious and championing discovery and thrill. So these are the benefits the brand creates, and this is a coherent identity, and that creates and positions the brand, and so they can create their storytelling and increase their consumer trust as well, and they can get into the community as well, and they can make their own community as well. So this is the most important thing to in marketing type that brand R types create. If I'm having a brand and my brand R type is not defined, it means that I'm not positioning my brand to greater strengths. Okay, and in future I'll be losing my brand. So basically, matters a lot. So, consumer psychology in marketing. Consumers buy based on identity rather than reflect who they are and who aspire to be. We were talking about iPhone. So people need aspire to be like that society. So purchase is driven by reward motivation, pleasure status, tangible benefits. Decisions shaped by social belonging, fitting in community, and shared norms. So the brands that align with identity and belonging creates deeper emotional connection. So basically, in consumer psychology, I'll be sharing three things. Is that the identity. This is who I am. The customer, the consumer should feel the identity when he or she is seeing your ad. So and the reward. There is a reward that is additional connection between you and your consumer that drives the purchase behavior. So the customer should feel the belongingness that they are the part of your brand, and they should have the advocacy as well. So this is the consumer psychology, and they want to belong to you before purchasing you. So this is the whole idea behind this slide. So the 3C model, I'll be just wrapping up in 5 minutes. So the 3C model is basically the context, and content and connection. So here, content, you need to be very clear, high quality, very value proposition towards your message. Your content should be very clear, very precise, and your CTA should be very clear that you are approaching for awareness, you are approaching for engagement, or you are approaching for purchase. And and in context that your time, your platform, and your relevancy and your target audience to meet your target audience, it should be right. Like if you want to target Gen Z people, so you'll be surely putting your ads on Instagram or TikTok rather than Facebook and rather than Twitter. So most of the people are on Instagram, so you'll be selecting that context and the platform. So when I talk about connection, so there should be emotional engagement and storytelling into your video, into your copy as well. That builds brand resonance. We are fond of listening to the music of waltz. The waltz music is basically recognized. If I close your eyes and if I just give you that music, so you can recognize that it's waltz. So that's because that's your psychology works, and you are recognizing and you're having resonance to that brand. So building trust online, it's basically trust is built on transparency, trust is built on consistency, trust is built on responsiveness, like how responsive you are, how consistent you are, how you are building your community, how you are building loyalty to your customers, and how you are sorry, how you are showing your ads and how you are frequently engaging with your audience. So that's how you create your trust. If you want to launch an e-commerce brand, so you need to make sure that these points are being done into your branding document, into your whole business idea. So basically crafting resonates brand stories. So conflicts, resolution, and meaning. So basically conflicts anchors the story in relatable struggle to engage empathy and attention. So resolution means the solution. So how brand addresses the struggle with concrete action or a change. So like it's totally something like that. That finding out the problem, giving the solution, and meaning means translate outcomes into value that creates connection technology, and showing customers through your ads, through your storytelling, that these products can give you solution to your problem. And in future, you'll be connected to these brands for your problems. So that's how you create the storytellings. Like you worked on IDA model as well, A for awareness, I for interest, D for desire, and A for action. So that's an interactive, practical exercise for basically for you people. You can have a screenshot of this as well. You need to define your brand unique human narratives, identify the social problems your brand solves, explain why people should care, impact on daily life, align marketing to authentic emotional connection. So you can share a one-shot story that demonstrate the brand's human impact into the comments as well. So I can have a look and I'll be responding to you directly in the comments for sure. So I'll be closing up like in future. My stance would be totally that we are going in the hybrid future. Like people are saying and people are recognizing that we are into going in AI era. We are into AI, but no, we are into hybrid future basically. Human creativity plus AI technology is the synergy in future. And empathy at the scale, technology enables pure emotional reach and storytelling differences, authentic stories drive preference, keep tech as amplifier. So basically, the idea is that our approach should be hybrid when we are taking forward our brands or our things. So our idea should be very hybrid. So empathy at scale basically builds technology. Storytelling should be there. Brands that doesn't have emotional identities. Like in the end, I would just want to conclude brands that doesn't have emotional identities, they will surely get disappeared. And in the end, obviously, there is a tagline which I want to mention right away is that technology may enhance marketing, but hu- human humanity defines it. So basically, the idea is technology may enhance marketing, but humanity defines it. So you'll be very human as well when you are marketing. So using AI together, using humanization together, using storytelling together, you can create your brand and their resonance among the audience and among your consumer as well. So that's how I need to conclude in this presentation. So over to Mariam. I think it was very detailed. It was very, you know, yeah, that's all.
I must say, I will stick to the presentation throughout the time. I really, really, really appreciate all the theories, the case studies, the brand you brought in. It was very interesting. You took so famous brands to work, like to explain. Basically, Nike and Red Bull, Khadi. Every these all of these brands are so in common कि वो चीज़ें जो आप बता रहे थे वो हमें सामने सामने ऐसे नज़र आ रही है ओके these things work like this step but it just created a full map in my mind okay okay this thing
Exactly.
works like this goes like this okay okay
Hmm.
okay so I
Hmm.
have been part of a marketing team but not like the ads and all but yeah I have been a backup for them but thank you so much for such detailed explanation. We don't see any question over here but I would really appreciate if you could
Hmm.
share
Yeah,
your
basically, the questions are can be answered through the comments.
sorry.
Basically, the questions is there that can be answered in the comments. Like I have just select one question. Like let me show you. The questions is there. I can just show you. It's there. Yeah. So it's an exercise basically. Like I'll be expecting our audience to
Okay.
give out give out their response to in the comments, so we can have a look of this exercise.
Can you repeat? Your voice is a bit distorted.
Yeah, basically, this is an interactive practical exercise which I personally want our audience, if they are getting integrated with this presentation, so they want to define their brand if they are into any business, and if they want to start any business, so they have to define unique human narrative in their brand. They need to identify the emotional problems their brand solves, and they need to explain why people should care uh, uh, of their brand. So this is basically I'll be expecting the responses in the comment section in future. So I'll be responding them directly.
All right. I think you could share this, what we say, the presentation, the PPT. We will, we are requesting speakers if they are like willing to do this. I think this could help, people a lot. And since activity right now could be little bit difficult since it will take a lot of time. So I would appreciate if you could just send it to me. You can email it to me. It will work that much better. Then I can share the response of the audience later on. Is it okay?
Yeah, for sure. I can share you the PPT as well, and I'll be putting this PPT on my LinkedIn handle as well, and I'll be sharing and I'll be contributing to you guys as well in this PPT, so people can have a look
All
of this
right. Thank
PPT
you.
as well, and they can respond directly in the comment section.
All right. We just have this one question. If you can answer this, is it okay?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So the question is like this: that will AI ever replace emotional storytelling?
That is not possible. Basically, emotional storytelling is being done through emotions, and AI is emotionless basically. So how AI can, how robots can, basically robots are being currently or in future robots are being handled and made by, consumed by the humans. So obviously, when human is creating something, Although in future, obviously, we don't know what happens. Like if we go 2 decades back, so we are aware of AI, and if we go 3 decades back, so we are not aware of digital as well. So we don't know what will gonna happen in future. But as far as present is concerned, right now we are not seeing that AI can replace the humanization. So human is there, emotions is there with them, and AI is the support system and the support guide towards your right audience.
Very well answered. I think that is logically, very well explained. Thank you so much. I would appreciate audience to fill out the form for their attendance to avail certificates. Thank you so much to our speaker for your valuable time and insight. It was great having you here, and I really appreciate your presence at Digital Architect Conference. Since IEC have a good, audience regarding digital marketing, so I would really like to patch up again with one more session later on with our exclusive audience. So thank you so much. I'll conclude over here. See you guys in the next session. We have one last session to work on, so see you guys there. Thank you so much. About Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, Allah first. Take care.